you get introduced as a kung fu fighter?
And that's where majority of my striking comes from. You know, the kung fu, and then we did a little bit of like Kempo. So I did Kung Fu San Tzu mixed with Kempo. Kennedy would tell you can knock somebody out from anywhere if you hit him in the right spot. You know, it's like my first punch that landed on Jacaré landed right here in the middle of the forehead. A bouncer would always talk about how there was a pressure point right in the middle of the forehead, and if you hit it right, you know, you can cut somebody's switch off, you know, because you can't tell me that punching somebody off your butt's really that hard. But if you do hit somebody in the right spot, it hurts more than punching hard. From here, and then hitting them right here, you know, it's two good money spots, you know, that could rock anybody. So, you know, that's a good way of looking at Kung Fu.
I hit him here, you know, which is a good, people say, well, that doesn't do anything to anybody. Well, this is supposed to be a pressure point up here. Executed with precision, but the game plan, just at the spare of the moment, you know? Good thing I had it.
Yellow. Now, I've never really heard of anything like this, and quite to the contrary, I've actually been advised to focus either the temple, the nose, or the chin, as the forehead is one of the hardest bones in the body. Of course, with big padded gloves, smashing the forehead can still be a very viable option, but overall, there hasn't been much covered in regards to the forehead being a pressure point, or at least not that I know of. That's not something that I've studied in particular, and that's not something I've really come across. So I don't know enough to articulate an understanding of what a pressure point is. I don't know. With that said, I do try to always keep an open mind, but to that end, let's further examine this to see if there are any other clues as to why this was so effective. Jacaré Souza, he's talking to Kevin Holland. Now, with this first strike, throwing his shot off the ground, look at how he turns his torso while his legs turn the other way as a counterbalance for the shot. You can see the body mechanics, the alteration, there's weight behind the strike, and the fact that Jacaré Souza wasn't expecting it. From there, the long lanky attributes of Kevin Holland clanged Jacaré Souza's chin like a hammer. It's not the hardest shot, it's the one you don't expect. From there, instantly Jacaré, he felt it. He's concussed, shelling up from the haze that was suddenly induced. Now, with this next shot, it's a loose, fluid hammer fist behind the ear. It wasn't intentional. Jacaré Souza, he contributed to it by lowering his head. This is an equilibrium shot. He from there loses control of his body. Now, if he ate this while he was standing up, you would have seen him lose control of his body customarily to how one does when they're hit with an equilibrium shot. It would have evoked what many coin as the chicken dance. Again, it's not the hardest shot. Jacaré, he just didn't see it, and it's a very dangerous area to clang, especially when you have the leverage of a lanky anatomy slinging a loose hammer. From there, Jacaré, unable to properly control his body, kicking off Jacaré, Kevin Holland frees a leg, and look how as the leg lowers like a fulcrum, his torso comes up. Pop. Kevin Holland has got this awkward style, flowy in the moment. This flowy in the moment style where he generates great leverage in ways you would not expect. It's like he just has an intuitive feel for his body, a body awareness that grants him a tier of leverage even in weird positions. It's a gift. The way he controls his body is truly a gift that he's refined through a long history of training. In this case, training Kung Fu. Which is intriguing because many believe on the grand stage it wouldn't be as competitive versus these other disciplines, but as Abid Magomed Sharipov or Zhang Weili have demonstrated, it's Miyamoto Musashi's philosophy. There's more than one path to the top of the mountain. Kevin Holland, he kinda reminds me of Mugen from Samurai Champloo. Very unpredictable, chaotic, with an ability to transition to the moment in ways that extend beyond a fixed method or formula. It's very intriguing, entertaining in its own way. Clearly, the warlike philosophy influencing his whole style. Kung Fu. In that moment, he hops up. All of the momentum generated smacks Jacaré right in the forehead. He just has a gift for this. This was a clean pop of force against a window where Jacaré Souza was just not prepared. Now, I honestly don't know enough about pressure points to make a comment about them. I don't even know what they mean to be. I don't understand. I'm sure there's something more to them. But in regards to pressure points specifically, I don't know. I can't make a fair assessment of them, but I can safely say this. It's that Kevin Holland has both body control and body awareness to an extent where he can leverage real leverage from awkward positions, hitting the chin, then unintentionally striking behind the ear. From there, he then popped the forehead with a snap of force that wasn't adequately braced for by Jacaré. It's the shot you don't expect, paired with this gift for leverage from weird positions that appear to make this finish. He's just so in flow with such a great feel for his own body, paired with overall body control. It's just a beautiful thing to watch, to see in action, especially once you get a feel yourself for all the moving parts involved. It gives you just a piece of the puzzle as to why this guy's made it and excelled on the grand stage. I love listening to this guy's interviews as well, to see how he was rejected for his mouthy nature to then finding himself break towards star status. It's amazing. When I see this, that too is a testament to how after our biggest rejections, it's often a door to something either equivalent or, in this case, something much, much greater. I can't wait. Can't wait for the next fight. Thank you, Kevin Holland, for the privilege. Thank you, Jacaré de Souza. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, peace.